Welcome to the Boulder Valley School District Performance Framework Review. In this video, we will review the 2019 Preliminary District Performance Framework to prepare you for exploring your school performance framework. The header on each page shows the district or school name, elementary, middle, and high school levels included, and one or multi-year plan type. This is the district plan type and total score out of points possible. This is a visual representation of the percentage of points earned and the associated scoring rubric. We will break down how this is calculated, referring to the scoring guide included on the last page of the Performance Framework document. These are the key performance indicators for which schools are held accountable: the percent and number of points earned, and the rating. Your school performance framework will only show the accountability participation rate. Schools that do not meet the 95% test participation rate for more than one subject area are reduced one plan type category. Parent excusals do not count against a school. The participation rate is the percent of students represented in achievement results, including alternate assessments. This rate is not factored into accountability determinations, but it is important for interpretation of results. Here is a summary of ratings by elementary, middle, or high school level. Remember, ratings are based on a combination of achievement and growth indicators, plus an additional post-secondary and workforce readiness indicator at the high school level. Returning to the scoring guide, this table shows how the indicators are weighted. The next page breaks out results by level. Check the headers at the top of the page. Here we're looking at elementary. The next section of the report shows academic achievement data. Results are broken out by subject, first for all students and then for several subgroups, including English learners, which includes non-English proficient, limited English proficient, and fully English proficient students; minority students, which includes all non-white students; students with disabilities, which includes students with an individualized education plan or IEP, not 504 plans. Next, several metrics are displayed. Note that a dash in this table would indicate fewer than 16 student scores were available to calculate an average for the group. An asterisk means not applicable. Count represents number of students for which the school is accountable. The participation rate reflects the actual percentage of these students that received a valid score. The mean scale score represents the average of valid scores across grades for the identified group. Percentile rank reflects the performance of the identified student group relative to the performance of all students across schools statewide. Points earned is determined by the scoring guide on the last page. You can take the mean scale score and run it through the scoring guide to see how CDE determines the number of points earned. For example, for our elementary students in English Language Arts, all students had a mean scale score of 757.1. Let's return to the scoring guide. Starting with the academic achievement cut points, we can see for elementary, a mean score of 757.1 puts us above the 85th percentile. A score at or above the 85th percentile for all students gives us 8 points and an exceeds rating. Returning to the elementary page, we can see where our 8 points and exceeds ratings came from in the scoring guide. This shows the total achievement performance, including points earned and points eligible, along with the final indicator rating. The next part shows academic growth. Similar to achievement, growth results are broken out by subject, first for all students, then for several subgroups. This is only in ELA and math. There is no science growth since the test is only given at grades 5, 8, and 11. Let's look at the growth metrics. Here, a blank cell would indicate fewer than 20 student growth percentiles were available to calculate a median for the group. First, we see the counts of students for which the school is accountable, the median growth percentile, or MGP. Note that points for English language proficiency on track to proficiency rate, calculated for emerging bilingual students, are awarded for the first time within the 2019 report. Points earned out of points eligible and rating, as determined by plugging in the MGP to the scoring guide at the end of the document, and total points earned and rating for academic growth. Middle school results are calculated in the same way as elementary. For high schools, indicators include achievement, based on Colorado PSAT and SAT, evidence-based reading and writing and math, and CMath Science grade 11. Growth, with math growth calculated from 8th grade CMath Math to PSAT 9, then PSAT 9 to PSAT 10, and PSAT 10 to SAT. There's a change this year, removal of 9th grade CMath to PSAT ELA growth. The frameworks only include growth between PSAT 9 to PSAT 10 and PSAT 10 to SAT. Again, no growth in science. And remember that high schools have an additional section of post-secondary and workforce readiness performance indicators. SAT evidence-based reading and writing and math, as well as dropout, matriculation, and graduation rates. Thank you for watching this Performance Framework Review.